Hey guys, welcome to another video on Bharat in Germany. My name is Bharat, and in this video, we have a very special guest with us who is Sachin from Cyprus. And he is going to tell us about lifestyle and education, living costs, and things like that in Cyprus. Sachin, welcome to the channel. Tell us a bit
Thank
about
you so much.
yourself, and then
Thank
we
you so
jump
much.
into our questions.
Thank you so much. This is Sachin Thurani. I am basically from Pakistan, living in Cyprus. I'm living here for 4 years. So I have so much experience about Cyprus because I have living here for 4 years. And sorry for because it's my first Zoom communication. Maybe I can be a little bit nervous, but I hope I can give you my proper information. And actually, I'm also a YouTuber, and I have made a lot of videos about Cyprus. And if you want to know more about Cyprus, you can search my YouTube channel. It's named Sachin Thurani. There you can get so many information because I have created plus 300 plus videos. So yeah,
Very
Bharat.
interesting. And guys, anybody who is watching this video right now, make sure that you just take a look at the link in the description so that you can take a look at the channel and see what kind of stuff is there in Cyprus.
Thank you.
In general, like one thing I can
Thank
tell
you
you is
so
like
much,
very
Bharat.
honest videos and very interesting stuff. So, Sachin, now let's talk about the education part a bit. So, like, how much does it cost to like study in Cyprus? How much is the fees for the university and so on?
Yeah, basically it's quite cheap because most of the students are coming in the college, and in university are coming less student because it's little expensive than colleges. Most of the students are coming here basically to earn money, not to get education.
Yeah.
So if I talk about earning money, people are coming in the in college, and the college fees quite low. It's 4,000 euros
Mm-hmm.
per first semester. But next semester it gets like 75% 75% the students pay and 25% goes. It
Mm-hmm.
goes like next year the student tuition fee goes like 3,000 euros or 2,500. It also depends on colleges. Like some colleges are here, they cost little bit more, and some colleges here they cost less. Like here is American college, it's expensive than other colleges. And then is Casa College, then is Phillips College. The Phillips College, it costs very less because the education level and many other reasons, because it's little bit far, and that's why they charge less tuition fee. But if I talk about universities, it costs 8,000 euros per year,
Mm-hmm.
and there is no discount next year. So it gonna be the same amount, 8 years, 8 years, 8 years. But if some students like they don't work, their families are supporting them, so they go to university. But some students who support themselves, they prefer to come by college.
Mm-hmm. Okay. And like because you're talking about like supporting yourself, so like how much can students generally earn when they are in Cyprus?
Yeah, if you saw in my other videos, I was telling there about 800 euros or 700 euros. But now, because of pandemic, the situation changed in Cyprus. Now, the students or people who are living in Cyprus, they are more than before. Because in pandemic, there are so many delivery companies, like food delivery companies. They came in Cyprus after they pay good salaries to people, and now the students are earning almost like 1,200, 1,500, like this.
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm. Okay, that's really
Yeah,
not bad. I think like that's more than enough to
yeah.
survive
And
in
if I
Cyprus.
talk about if I talk about more jobs, like now we have good news. Few days ago, the labor minister he announced a few more jobs what a student can do now. Before, the students was not legally allowed to work in the kitchen. So
Mm-hmm.
now they can also work in the kitchen. The employer can also pay their insurance, so legally they can work there. And there are so many distribution companies. Their students was not basically allowed to work, but 1 week ago the minister announced that now students can also work there. So this is also a plus point for students to find a job in Cyprus.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. That's very nice. Definitely.
Yeah.
And let's talk about the living costs a bit. Sachin, like how much does it cost to stay in
it,
Cyprus? How much is the groceries, rent, and so on?
it's very cheap. It's really very cheap. Basically it depends on the city. In Cyprus, we have three main cities. One is Nicosia, is the capital of the Cyprus. The second is the Limassol, and the third is Paphos. I talk about the main cities. So if a student is coming to live in the Nicosia, here is the rent like the room rent is like 200 euros. And if he wants to take the bed space, it's like 100 euros, the living cost. But in Limassol, the living cost goes double because it's a beach city and a lot of tourists are there, and there are so many opportunities for students. So in Limassol, the living cost will be double, like 350 euros or 400 euros is the room. Bed
Mm-hmm.
space is half, like 200 euros. The people, student rent the room here, and when then they find someone else to share the bed, or they give also the bed space.
Mm-hmm.
So in Paphos is this is like Nicosia. It's like in 200 euro we can find a room there to rent. And
Mm-hmm.
if we talk about grocery and for our living cost, the the grocery is very like we don't pay much here, around 150 euro. I keep myself 150 euro each month, and I am okay with that. And I see a lot of students they also do like this.
That's very
Yeah.
interesting. And how is the weather generally there, Sachin?
Oh, weather is mind blowing. Yeah, the weather is so cool. Like in Germany, you are living there, it goes minus temperature.
Yeah.
And as I know that when it goes minus temperature, we become a little bit lazy to work something or to go out somewhere.
Yeah.
But in Cyprus, is the very nice weather, like summer. Now it's summer. I have now holidays. Tomorrow I will go to beach to Ayanapa. It's a beautiful city here. It's very. There are so many beautiful beaches, and there is also very cool nightlife. People can also look on YouTube about Ayanapa. It's a beautiful city here. The weather, if we talk about summer, it goes like 40 temperature, and it's okay to live, and it's very
Mm-hmm.
nice weather in compare to other Western countries, to European countries.
Mm-hmm.
And if we talk about winter, it goes like a zero. Maximum
Okay.
it goes to zero. Yeah, and
Mm-hmm.
it's not much. We feel okay.
Mm-hmm.
Like delivery riders who are working as a rider job, like a delivery job,
Mm-hmm.
for them is also okay because they are working under the sun when it's they are working it's a sun when they are working in the night. If it's a winter, it's cold. So the weather is very nice here, the beautiful weather. And I'm coming also from Pakistan and from
Mm-hmm.
Karachi city, and it's the hottest weather there. Like it goes sometimes 55, and for me, I live here, it's 40s. It's fine for me.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, I believe that. And
Yeah.
Sachin, what is the story with this, like, North Cyprus, or like I think the East Cyprus and West Cyprus,
Yeah.
because Turkey claims that I think they have a part of it or something, or what is the story?
Yeah. The North Cyprus is occupied from them, from
Mm-hmm.
the Turkish people.
Okay.
Before, how it was when we was coming to South Cyprus as a student, we
Mm-hmm.
we was allowed to can visit there up to
Mm-hmm.
15 days to north
Mm-hmm.
part, which is occupied by Turkish people, Turkish
Mm-hmm.
government. But now they have changed the rule. Like now we are not allowed to go there to stay because of this pandemic situation and so many reasons. And currently they have some issues, but there the currency is different. There they use lira is a Turkish currency. They use their lira. But if you uh, like if you rent a room there, it's in pound and sterling, British pound. And
Mm-hmm.
if you some students are also they coming there
Mm-hmm.
as a student. There are universities, cheap universities.
Mm-hmm.
They are going there, and the university fees like in euros. So when they are finding a job, their part-time job or full-time job, they are earning money in lira.
Yeah.
Their expenses is in euros and in pounds.
Yeah.
So it's I don't prefer someone to go there because the lifestyle is little bit difficult there, and to find a job is also difficult. And there the also is language barrier, means there the people has to speak Turkish. But in
Mm-hmm.
Cyprus there is no language barrier. People who
Mm-hmm.
knows to speak English, they can work here very good, they can survive here very good, they can communicate with local people here very good.
That's very nice to hear, because like I know that many German like YouTubers and like rich people, they essentially like move to Cyprus, once they
yeah.
want to, like, no longer want to pay like so much taxes. For example, in Germany, when you start making €1 million or like 500,000 plus, as a single person, like you have to pay almost like 45-48% taxes, but like it maxes
Oh
out
my
at 48%.
goodness.
Yeah, and I think in Cyprus, like as far as I know, like it's 12.5% corporate tax, and it's 0% dividend tax. So, like you just pay 12%, 12.5% tax, and that is pretty much it. So that's why a lot of like
Yeah.
German YouTubers like essentially moved there. And do you also see like a lot of like rich people around in Cyprus, or like
Yeah,
anything,
in
any
Cyprus there are,
observations?
yeah, there are a lot of rich people from, like in Russia. If you
Hmm.
come and see, the Cyprus is full with Russian people. If you go to find a work, they will ask you which language do you speak, Greek or Russian. They will not ask you about English or their own language, Cypriot. So the Russians people, they are very rich people here, and in Limassol, it's only rich people. Like as you said, from Germany, also people are coming from Ireland here because of the weather, and also because of the very low tax, and also from Sweden. Here are a lot of people are working here in
Ah,
Cyprus. Yeah, because the Sweden weather, you know how cold it is. It's more cold than Germany. So, and
mhm.
also there are, here are people from Holland. Here are people from everywhere, from all over the world. I can say like Arabic people, people from Gulf countries. There are a lot because it's very low tax, and also the Cyprus also sell their nationality, we can say, or they give
Yeah,
PR
yeah,
when
the
somebody is
investment
buying
visa,
the
yeah.
property. Yeah, so that's why here are a lot of people buying properties in Cyprus and getting EU nationality, we can say, or
Hmm.
a EU passport they are getting. So
Yeah.
that's why here are a lot of people from good countries.
Absolutely. I think like Cyprus is in a pretty like nice place where like many of them use it as a gateway to Europe, because like
Yeah,
I have seen this, for example, the other like German YouTubers and stuff, like they, for example, also talk about it, that you can just like buy a house here, and like you can, I think, 300,000 euros or something, like that's an investment you have to make, and you can like
yeah,
apply for the fast track permanent residency or citizenship program.
yeah,
Also the tax liability, like that also kicks in. You just have to
yeah,
stay in Cyprus for 2 months, and then you are essentially like a tax resident of Cyprus, and that's why
yeah,
also like a lot of people come. That's very
yeah.
nice.
Yeah, and the business minded people, they also have possibility to same invest. They can say, make same investment in business. Like someone is buying property with 300,000 euros, he
Mhm.
will get also PR. If this person is also investing this money in a business, he will also get PR. So most of people investing their money in business, they are buying hotels here, or industries here, they are buying that to get PR.
Mhm. Mhm. That's
Yeah,
very interesting. And I think a question, Sachin, here. Now, Cyprus is very close to Syria, Lebanon, and like Palestine and
Israel.
like Israel and everything. So, like,
Yeah.
do you sometimes feel uncomfortable that, like, I don't know, like, do you hear like some rockets or something going around? Because at least for us, like in the media, it's just like all sorts of crazy stuff happening in the Middle East. Do you see something like that, or like some boats or
No,
whatsoever?
nothing.
Nothing.
Nothing. Like you know India and Pakistan. You are from India,
Yeah,
I am from
yeah,
Pakistan. You know how the people are living there on the borders. But
yeah.
in Cyprus, if you go midnight outside, you will feel secure. Nothing
Hmm.
can, like it's the most safe country in EU, how I
Hmm.
see, because here is no crime, like no rocket or nothing, like how
Yeah,
people. I was also watching yesterday news how it was coming in the news, like Turkey attack in Cyprus. It
yeah,
was nothing like this. They just make fake news, we
yeah,
can
yeah.
say, or they are occupying some areas in the north side, and they call it Cyprus.
Hmm.
But the Cyprus is very safe country. Here is no like street crime, we can say. It's so much in other EU countries, but in Cyprus
Hmm.
is no street crime. You can walk freely, you can have anything you want, nothing can come in to disturb you or stuff like that. Means you can walk like safe, you can feel safe,
Hmm.
safe and secure.
That's very, very nice. And so far, let's say if we talk about the job opportunities a bit, Sachin, like what do you think? Like if people come to, let's say, study in Cyprus, like I know that like
Yeah.
the colleges and stuff, like they're not so big. Like sometimes they feel like, just a building and stuff, and like you give exams 2 times a year. So like, are there also like enough good job opportunities or something in Cyprus? Because like I think I'm like a bit skeptical about it. What is your like opinion about this? What do you think?
Bharat, before it was like in Cyprus was lack of jobs, but now here everybody's doing two jobs. Can you believe
Hmm.
this? Two full-time jobs. So here is
Okay.
a lot of jobs. I know some people who are earning here 2,000 euros,
Hmm.
2,500 euros. In Cyprus, here is now. I don't see any issue about the job. There
Hmm.
are a lot of jobs, and all the students are working here. It
Hmm.
also depends on them. Like some people are lazy. They
Hmm.
sit at home and they are looking for the jobs. And what I believe in Cyprus, if somebody wants to work, they need to go to labor office, and some here are some also job centers. They go there and to ask them, give them their CVs, like stuff like this. With this they can find little bit easier job as compared to applying for online, because in Cyprus like online is not so good.
Hmm.
Most of the people, they go to job center. If somebody is offering the job, they go to job center and they give that they apply there that I need some employees, and like when somebody goes there, he become the first as compared to applying for online. But if I talk about jobs, here are a lot of jobs now. If somebody wants to work, he will become the job.
Hmm. That's very nice. I think that's
Yeah.
interesting. Also, like one of the major concerns that people have, and also like I think for the people who think that maybe 2,500 euros is not a lot of money, you have to keep in mind that the
It's no,
expenses
it's
that you have is very less. Like it's compared to like the Turkish currency, and like the money is essentially like pretty decent.
yeah.
Yeah.
If I tell you the total expense, total living expense in Cyprus, it goes like with everything good, with everything like perfect. It goes like 500 euros, everything like outing,
Hmm.
buses, if somebody own their own car, fuel, everything. 500 euro is perfect to live in Cyprus like a king.
That's so
Less
nice.
than a king.
Yeah, that's very nice. And
Yeah.
let's go a bit more concrete about the permanent residency and citizenship part, Sachin.
Oh
Like,
my
can
god.
you give us a
It's
bit more details there?
here is very difficult about permanent residency for students. I saw
Mhm.
so many students here. They are studying here for 9 years, for 10 years. Still, they have no PR or like I was also reading few days ago about their law about the students. The student are not allowed to apply for the permanent residency
Mhm.
after when their education is done, like when they are graduated, and they can find a job for them, and after 5 years they can apply for permanent residency.
Mhm. Okay.
Yeah, and but if somebody is marrying to Cypriot, then it's possible, or with European citizen.
Mm. Yeah, or the
Yeah,
investment
or
visa,
some,
like we were talking
yeah,
about.
yeah,
Hmm. Interesting. Perfect.
yeah.
So,
But a student
so.
is not eligible to apply for permanent residency in Cyprus unless he find a job after his graduation.
Mhm, mhm. And
Yeah.
Sachin, have you like traveled to like other European countries recently or like previously?
I, I
Mhm.
haven't, but I am planning to travel to Germany
Mhm.
and to other countries. But this Corona situation, you know, how is the
Yeah.
and about this quarantine, because Cyprus is now in red, how they call this red color. So it's
Yeah. Yeah.
very danger zone for EU countries. If
Mhm.
I want to visit, I was planning to visit this month,
Mhm.
and yeah, but because of the Corona situation, I haven't. Soon I will visit.
Mhm. Mhm. Yeah, I think
Yeah,
that
but
would
to
be
visit
nice.
other yeah, but to visit other EU countries, I need to apply for a Schengen visa. I cannot
Okay.
just buy a ticket and come like you. Like
Mhm.
Schengen and Schengen zone people, if somebody wants to go France or Spain, if they have visa, they can go freely. But I have to apply for a visa. Or all the students who come Cyprus and they want to move another country to EU, another country, they have to apply for the visa.
Mhm. Mhm. Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah,
Absolutely.
yeah,
Yeah, I think I mean this is pretty much a very interesting like um, guide for Cyprus because like the thing is many times what you find on YouTube is like people are not so happy to like talk about the honest feedback or like, give them the proper details and stuff. But I think like this call was very interesting. Like you gave us all of the
Yeah.
details that you had,
Thank
and
you
I
so
think
much.
it's super nice. So
One thing I forgot to
yes,
mention.
please.
Sorry, one thing I forgot to mention. In Cyprus are coming two types of people. One who has gap issues, like Cyprus doesn't care about gaps. If
Mhm.
somebody has 10 years gap of the education, they can come. And this other person is coming who has financial issue in Cyprus, like the tuition fee is very low. So these two people are coming because in Cyprus, as a student, they are not allowed to or eligible for PR.
Mhm.
So that's why these two categories people are coming who has financially issue or who has gap issue.
Mhm. Mhm.
Yeah.
Interesting. Any other advice or tip, Sachin, that you would have for the viewers?
Uh, I I would like to give my best advice. It would be like if somebody wants to come to Cyprus and they don't have any gap issue or financial issue, I would like to advise them that they try in other Western countries like Australia, Canada, or now UK is also giving PR to students because Cyprus takes little bit more energy or struggle to get something.
Mm-hmm.
Like if somebody is going Australia or Canada or Germany, they have less struggle than as compared to Cyprus. So
Mm-hmm.
somebody who doesn't have gap issue or financial issue, I would like to advise them that first they try in other Western countries or English countries.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
this is my opinion. It depends on everyone how I
No,
saw in four
absolutely.
years.
No, I
Yeah.
think I feel the same because if you think about it, like, so we also live on a small island in Denmark. It's called Ero, and it just has
Um,
6,000 people here, and
ah,
27 kilometers in length. So,
oh,
like, we see that like after a while we get like pretty like bored or agitated almost. We're like it's still a small place. Like if you think about you're living in the mainland Europe, like you can go to France, you can go to like Germany, Czech Republic, Austria, wherever
Switzerland.
you
Yeah.
want. Yeah, yeah, Switzerland. So I think like it's definitely an interesting option. I think like Cyprus, it does have its use case. For example, most of the rich German people, or like you talked about, like Russians, Swedish people, they like to go to Switzerland because again it's more entrepreneur friendly, and you have just 12.5% tax, and everything is like pretty cheap. So I think like Cyprus does have its use cases, but if you want to like come as a student and want to do a job and stuff, I think like it's also not a bad idea to take a look at other countries too. Perfect. So thank you so much, Sachin, for your time. And anybody
It's
who's watching this
it's
video,
my
do
honor.
not forget to take a look at Sachin's channel. Sachin's channel's link is going to be in the description below. So take a look at that and watch his videos. Sachin, thank you so
Thank you
much
so
again.
much, Bharat, for giving your time to me, and I'm really glad that you gave me time. And thank you so much. I
Absolutely.
appreciate it.
Thank you so much. Bye
Thank you.
bye.